In this video, we will introduce manipulating the DOM, or Document Object Model. jQuery provides methods to manipulate the DOM in an efficient way. You do not need to write big code to modify the value of any element's attribute or to extract HTML code from a paragraph or division. Let's look at a basic example. Again, we have our jQuery basic.jsp. I'm going to be scrolling to the jQuery code that's down here with our script. We're going to be manipulating the DOM using jQuery. We will use various functions to manipulate the DOM. When we press our button, we will find a row, clone it, and then insert it at the bottom of the table. So remember that we have this table here, which is basically all our PowerMax. Notice that I have some rows. And the method I'm going to be looking at is this run method. So looking at this line, the first thing I want you to notice is the this keyword. The this keyword in JavaScript, as in most object-oriented programming language, is a special keyword that is used in methods to refer to the object on which a method is being invoked. Now let me explain the parents method. Given a jQuery object that represents a set of DOM elements, the parents method allows us to search through the ancestors of these elements in the DOM tree and construct a new jQuery object from the matching elements ordered from immediate parent on up. So instead of getting all the children, we want to get all the parents. The elements are returned in order from the closest parent to the outer ones. When multiple DOM elements are in the original set, the resulting set will be in reverse order of the original elements as well, with duplicates removed. So here we're getting the parents of this object. Now the find method. Now given a jQuery object that represents a set of DOM elements, the find method allows us to search through the descendants of these elements in the DOM tree and construct a new jQuery object from the matching elements. So we give it an element of tr or table row and also specify the first index to find. So essentially this finds us the first row in the table. Now the clone method. The clone method creates a deep copy of an existing selection. All the descendant elements and texts are duplicated. You can optionally request replication of event handlers and additional jQuery metadata associated with the original selection. Clone returns a jQuery object of the duplicate, leaving the original selection in place. So we pass it a Boolean indicating whether event handlers and data should be copied along with the elements. So this code here in this line is cloning the first row. Now we find the last tr or table row and insert our cloned row. The insert before method inserts an element before the element specified. So we insert before this, we get the table, and we find the last row or last child. Now we're going to remove a row. So we're going to be adding a row and removing a row. Once you have a selection of elements in the page, you can choose to remove the selection using .remove. The selection loses its associated jQuery data and its attached events. If you choose not to remove everything, we can call the detach method to preserve its jQuery data and elements. So now let's demonstrate our functionality with our web app. We will open the web browser using the internal web browser. I already have this browser open in a tab. If you don't have it open, you can use Eclipse's built-in browser by selecting Window from the Workbench menu bar, navigating to Show View, selecting Other, and then selecting Internal Web Browser. In the address bar, I will enter the address to our jQuery basic. All right, look carefully here at the table. Notice that this is the last row. I'm going to click Run here. And remember that Run is attached to this method on Run. See how our table is changing? So we can see how we're able to manipulate our document object model using jQuery with such little code. This concludes our discussion of manipulating the DOM.